Hey guys, welcome to my 38-week update. I am 38 weeks and 2 days pregnant. Wow. I am officially full term, so she could come any day now, which is kind of crazy. A lot has been going on, and I have not recorded the last few weeks. I have just had things going on. I've just not felt up to it. It's just been life in general. Life gets crazy. So, I just haven't. But I wanted to get one more update in before I had her, just in case this is my last week of pregnancy. I'm hoping she does come sooner than later, but if not, that's fine too. We'll just see. But with my diabetes, they're not going to let me go over like 39 and a half weeks. Like, I can't go over my due date whatsoever. So, I really hope to not be induced. I hope she isn't stubborn and, you know, I get to have her without Pitocin and all of that good stuff. But let's get started. She's good. Everything is perfect with her. I have been going to my OB once a week and my specialist for my diabetes. I can't remember if I said it in my last video or not. I didn't watch it before this. But I'm going every week now, and I have 2 appointments a week, one with the OB, one with the specialist. So that's crazy, keeping up with doctor's appointments and everything else. With my last appointment with my specialist, she weighed 7 pounds and 4 ounces through ultrasound. So she is a good, healthy size baby. She has, for about the past 3 weeks, I want to say, she has kept her hand in front of her face like this, like palm out right here on the side of her head, for 3 weeks. The ultrasound tech would like nudge the little thing on my belly, and she would like move it like this far and then put it right back. So we knew it wasn't like attached, but we were kind of starting to wonder like if the umbilical cord was wrapped around her arm is why she couldn't like extend it all the way out or what. And it was only her right arm for some reason. It just, every time. Well, when we went this last week, she had finally moved it, and it was more like on top of her head, like she was just kind of like resting it there. So, she's always kept her hand and her umbilical cord has always stayed in front of her face. And I've asked the ultrasound technician every time that we go if it's wrapped around her neck or if I should be worried, but all they told me is the umbilical cord just kind of floats in there, and it's really about as long as the baby is anyways. So as far as they look, there was no danger with it. To just keep my kick count, make sure she's kicking good, because if she starts slowing her kicks or movements, that could be a sign that, you know, it is wrapped up somewhere. But so far, she's been kicking good, she's been moving good, so that's good. I think she's just comfortable with her hand up here. You know what I mean? I just think she's comfortable because it's only that one hand. And in the last visit, when she had it up here, her other one was like down by her chin like this. So I think she's going to be like one of those babies that just like their hands up close. So, like cuddly wise. But everything else looked good. She was breathing on her own, in and out. She was practicing it. All of her measurements, like her body part or like measurements looked good. Heartbeat was good. Everything was good for the last few weeks. This last appointment, the only thing they were worried about was what? Sorry if you hear my child crying in the background. It is nap time. He's being super whiny. So he's like basically falling asleep on the couch right now. He's like half asleep. Anyways, I turned cartoons on, so maybe I could get this video done. This is my 3rd time trying to get this video done. Yay! Right? Mom life. It's hard with a 3-year-old. I usually try and do these when he's taking a nap or, you know, when he's occupied, but today has just been one of those days where he has not wanted to take a nap. He has wanted to play all day and be at my butt. So I'm just doing it now while I can. Bear with me, you guys, because I really don't have time to edit this. I'm going to try and just get it done. Anyways, like I was saying, everything has looked good the last few weeks at the specialist, but this past week when I went, which was a few days ago, it was on Tuesday, I want to say. I don't know. The only thing that they were concerned about was her fluid, like her water level around her looked a little low. It was not too low that it was like a scare or concern. They had just asked me to start drinking a little bit more water to be on the safe side, so I've been drinking more water. So that's pretty much everything with the specialist. It's pretty routine. They check my levels, my blood sugar. They ask about how my diet's going. They weigh me, and then ultrasound. So basically my OB consists, my specialist consists of mainly the ultrasound, tells me more about my appointment, and then we discuss my diabetes a little bit. Diabetes are looking good, my levels are good, so everything's been going good there. As far as my OB appointments go, she's measuring good, heartbeat's been good every time. They did test me for the strep B, which is kind of like a, I don't know the best way to explain it. Like everybody has, like, same way you get strep throat and tonsillitis, well, it's just another type of strep that lives in the body. And this strep just basically lives in the vagina. And basically if you fail it and it comes back that you do have strep B, you have to have antibiotics ran through you before you deliver, because something about when your water breaks, the fluid is what contaminates the baby, and it could, without the antibiotics, it could make her chances of living drop like a lot. So I do have to have antibiotics when I go into labor. So there's that. And then around 36 and a half weeks, I started having my first bit of Braxton Hicks contractions. They started like little light ones in my belly, you know, like your belly tightens up and they're not very painful. And then they gradually started getting more painful, and they like started in my back and wrapped around to my stomach. The stomach ones still are not as painful as the ones in my back. The ones in my back, like, they really hurt. So that has been going on. I've been having a lot of pressure because she's so low. I've been having a lot of like pelvic pressure and the Braxton Hicks contractions. So when I went to my OB this week, I asked them to check me because I was having a lot of the Braxton Hicks, and I was 3 centimeters dilated and 70% effaced. So I am almost 100% effaced and 3 centimeters dilated. So my body's doing what it's supposed to get me into labor mode. And then day before yesterday, I started to lose my mucus plug. So it's what I believe it is anyways. It was not like the bloody show or anything of that nature, but it was like the mucusy, like snotty looking TMI. I kind of looked up Google images to see if it looked like what mine was, and it did kind of match up. I called and talked to my OB, and she said that it sounded like it was my mucus plug too. But some women can lose their mucus plug and still not deliver for weeks or days, or sometimes it can speed things up. You never know. I have been kind of losing it for the past few days, so maybe that's a good sign labor's coming. So there is all of that. As pretty much my OB appointments, everything's been looking good. They tested me with a strep B, and I did have it. So the antibiotics. That's pretty much everything that's been going on. I'm trying to think. Yeah, so that's almost everything within that. And a lot of people will be like, well, if you're already losing your mucus plug and you're dilated and your cervix is thinning out, why aren't you trying to go into labor? I have been walking a lot. Like, I've been walking daily, trying to, you know, kind of walk her out. But I walk anyways with my diabetes. It's really good for you. And I really don't want to force her out. I feel like when she's ready, she'll come. Whenever she's healthy and ready to go, she'll come. And a lot of these crazy, like, natural ways to go into labor are kind of scary and unhealthy for the baby. like castor oil, and there's so many other little crazy things to do. I don't really trust. I just don't. I'm more of like an all-natural kind of person. I feel like, you know, I don't even take Tylenol. Even not being pregnant, I don't take Tylenol unless I have to. So, I've tried the walk-in and I've tried the pineapple. I've heard that like if you have sex in certain positions, the semen from your spouse will thin out your cervix. I'm not sure. I don't know if any of that is like just wise tales or whatnot, but I'm just kind of waiting game. We're ready for her. Whenever she's ready to come, she'll come. I just hope that she comes before I have to be induced, because I really don't want to be induced, but if I have to, it'll be okay. Whatever is healthy to get her here. I did pack our hospital bags this week. I hope to get those videos recorded the next few days, and all of that good stuff. I have been asked if I'm going to do maternity pictures, and I did do maternity pictures with Brayden, but I don't think we're going to do it with this baby. I just feel like, I think I would rather do newborn pictures when she's first born than do the maternity pictures. I don't know. I mean, honestly, I had the maternity pictures done with Brayden and I never printed them. Like, they never got printed or put in frames or anything. But his newborn pictures did. Like, I have his newborn pictures framed and hung up, and they're very special to me. Especially those first few moments in the hospital. Like, oh my gosh. I can't even cry. I can't even think about it without crying. And mainly my contractions have, like the Braxton's contractions have been going on during the night. So it makes me wonder if I'm going to go into labor at night or she'll be born at night. My son was actually born in the middle of the night. I had labored, like, my water broke at like noon, and then I had labored all night, and then the very next morning at 5:56 a.m. he was born. So I don't know if she's going to be a little night owl like that or not, but we shall see. So there's that. And my weight, I forgot to mention my weight. I'm up to 120 pounds, which doesn't seem like a lot to a lot of you, but it's a lot for me because I have been like around, pre-pregnancy I've stayed between like 91, 93 pounds, 95 at the most. So I've always been very, very little. So to be 120 pounds, that's a lot. But it's not like overly a lot. Like it's, you're typically gain between 20 to 30 pounds each pregnancy, so that's about right. So I think that's everything that I have to update you guys on. So I guess I will go ahead and show you guys my belly, and hopefully next time I make a video I have a baby with me. If not, then I will see you for my 39-week update, you guys. We are so ready to meet this sweet baby, and I am so ready to not be pregnant anymore. I've honestly loved being pregnant, and the belly and the kicks and the little, everything. But she's just gotten so big that her movements are just painful because she's running out of room. And it's just been, with the contractions, I'm just so uncomfortable. And this pelvic pain I've been having from her being so low. My body's just ready. I'm just ready. And I'm just so excited to meet her, and I'm so ready to have her. So I will show you my belly, and we'll see what happens, you guys. Alright. Let me put this chair aside. Alright, you guys, here's with the shirt on. This is 38 weeks and 2 days. And here is my belly. You notice my stretch mark? It looks kind of like it's getting like longer with my belly button. I don't know if that has anything to do with previously my belly button being pierced, but it's definitely getting longer. And that's about the only stretch mark that I have so far. So I got lucky with that. So thank you guys for watching, and I'll hopefully either see you in my next update or a labor and delivery video. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye.